السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Inshallah, we'll continue solving bank questions for the SAT and algebra. Let's continue. The building of a shopping center. Okay, I'll give you here a table, and it is asking. Let's read the question. The building of a shopping center are designed to allow water to drain from the roof into gutters on the sides of the building. Okay. The table shows the relationship between the area X in square feet of a roof and the amount of water F of X in gallons drained from the roof into the gutters over a certain period of time. Which equation could define F? So once the equation, all you have to do is find the slope. We said to find the slope, this minus this, or this minus this. Let's calculate the slope. Let me show you the equation. 1072 minus 6804 over 1040 minus 3780. Go to the calculator. Get 1.8 or 9 over 5. So the answer is B. The answer is B. This is the slope, and there is no intercept here. An object hangs from a spring. The formula relates to the length in centimeters of the spring to the weight. Okay, which of the following describe the meaning of the two in the context? Let's read the question again. An object hanging from a spring. Okay. Relates this is the length. It is the length in centimeters of the spring to the weight W in newtons. Okay. Which of the following describes the meaning of the two in this context? So 2 is the rate because it is the slope here beside the W. It is the rate at which the what's the W again? The W is the weight. It is a race related to the weight. Let's see. The length in centimeters of the spring with no weight attached. No. The weight in newtons of an object that will stretch the spring 30 centimeters is not related at all. The increase in weight in newtons of the object for each 1 centimeter increase. No. The increase in length in centimeters of the spring for each 1 Newton increase in the weight of the object. Yes, this is correct. This is the increase in the length when the weight changes. Because this formula is for the length. You have an initial here, which is 30, and then it increases 2 times the weight. So for each Newton, 1 Newton, it increases 2 centimeters. So the answer should be D. Yes. For the function for all values of x, what's the value? Okay, this is a very easy question. It wants the value of f of 6. So in order to put here 6, you have to put 2 in x, right? So you'll say 3 times 2. So you'll substitute every x with 2. 2 minus 6. So f of 6 will be minus 4. This should be minus 4. The linear function g is defined by, okay, where b is a constant, g of where c is a constant, which should have an expression represent the value of b. Okay, they want the value of b in terms of c. Okay. So if we substituted c plus 7 in x, and let's do that. We'll substitute c plus 7 in x and put c over 4 instead of the g of x. So instead of the g of x, put c over 4. and in every x put c plus 7. C plus 7. B c over 4 equals b minus 15c minus times 7 105. Okay, now we can find b in terms of c. Just substitute everything there, shift everything there, and find b. B equals c over 4 plus 15c plus 105. Now add 15. It will be 15 times 4. Do this math. It will be 60 plus c. It will be 61c over 4 plus 105. So the answer should be c. Okay. For what value of x does f x equal 5? Okay, all you have to do is substitute and solve. Let's do it. 5 equals 9 over 7 x plus 8 over 7. Shift this to the other side. 5 minus 8 over 7 equals 9 over 7x. Now solve 5 times 7 is 35. 35 minus 8 is 27 over 7. Minus 7 is 35. This will cancel with this, and 27 over 9 is 3. So the answer should be 3. X is equal to 3. Scientists collected felon acorns that each housed a colony of an ant species P of Unisys and analyzed each colony structure. For any of these colonies, if the colony has X workers and the equation where X is between 20 and 110, give the predicted number of larvae Y in the colony if one of these colonies has. This is a very easy question. All you have to do is substitute X with 58. Let's do that in the equation, in the calculator. 58 times 0.67 plus 2.6. 41 point, it will be 41, approximately 41. Yeah, is that. The graph function, and if the line has a slope and f 0 equals 3, which the following defines f. So it gives you the slope and it gives you f of 0. And we said f of 0 is the value of y when x is equal to 0, so it's the y-intercept. So the formula should be the slope is 3 over 4 and the y-intercept is 3. So B is the answer. Let's see. The graph represents the total charge in dollars by an electrician for X hours of work. The electrician charges a one-time fee plus an hourly rate. What's the best interpretation of the slope of the graph? Okay, here it is for X hours, so it should be the charge the fee for each hour. Hourly rate, yes. So is the answer. All you have to do to solve these questions is understanding. If you understand, it will be easy for you. oxygen gas placed inside a tank with a constant volume. The graph shows the estimated temperature Y in Kelvins of the oxygen gas when its pressure. Okay, this is the pressure and this is the temperature. And it's asking about the oxygen gas when its pressure is 6. Okay, we look here at the pressure when it is 6. Temperature will be 700. So the answer is 700. Easy question. Let's see. What the value of f(x) when x is equal to -8? All you do is substitution. 8 plus 60. This will give you 24, 60, which is 84. That's D. The relationship between two variables x and y is linear for every increase in the value of x by 1. The value increases by 8. What's the value of x? When the value of x is 8, the value of y is 18. Which equation represents the relationship? Okay, let's see. So it tells you that for every increase in the value of x by 1, value of y increases by 8. So this is the slope because it increases at a specific rate. The slope is 8. Okay, and it's saying that when the value of x is 2, value of y is 18. We can substitute it in this equation because it has a slope of 8 to make sure. Put here x2 to give you 16 plus 2, which is 18. So the answer is C. Robert rented a truck to transport materials he purchased from a hardware store. He was charged an initial fee, initial is the y-intercept, and an additional fee 0.7. This is the slope. If the truck was driven 38 miles, what was the total amount? So it wants you to substitute and solve. Let's draw the formula first. 20 plus 0.7 x, and substitute x with 38. 0.7 times 38 plus 20. 20 plus 0.7 be 46.6. So the answer is A. With a given function, the graph is parallel to the line. What's the slope of line G? Okay. Let's review something. We have 3 cases for two lines, for the relationship between 2 lines. They can intersect, they can be parallel to each other, they can be on each other. It may be more accurate. They be on each other, above each other. Okay. In the first case, you'll have one solution x and y, where where the 2 lines intersect, and the slope of the first line, if this line is G and it has a slope, let's say x, and this line is K, for example, it has a slope y. So y, the slope of y will be equal to -1 over x. So if this slope is 5, y will be -1 over 5. This is the first case. The second case, when they are parallel, they will not have any solution, no solution. And they have same intercept, same y-intercept. I mean, same slope, sorry, same slope, different y-intercept, different y-intercept. In this case, they will have many solutions, infinitely many solutions. They will have the same formula, same y-intercept, same slope. Okay, let's see here. It's saying that the line f of x is parallel to line g. What's the slope of g? So if they are parallel, we said they will have the same slope but different y-intercept, so it should have two slope also. So the slope is 2. The equation gives the corresponding temperature H in degrees Fahrenheit of any substance that has a temperature of V kelvins. If a substance has a temperature of 467.3 degrees Fahrenheit, okay, just substitute this in the Fahrenheit and get the kelvins. Let's do it. 467.33 equals 9V minus 2458.5 over 5 plus 38 and 32. And that's it. Solve for V. Let's solve for V. Times 5. Over 9. Solve it in the calculator. It should give you 519. Or yes, approximately 550. Okay. What's the value of M? It gives you f of 0 equals 18 and f1 equals 20, and asking about the value of M. Let's see. So 18 equals B. Give you what is B. And for f of 1 equals 20. 20 equals M plus B. We know now B equals 18, so just substitute this with 18. Shift to the other side, so M equals 2. The population of snow leopard in a certain area can be modeled by the function, where B of t is the population t years after 1990 of the following, which is the best interpretation of the equation B of 30 equals 550. Okay, this is easy. So this is basically the number of population. T is the years. So this is the number of population 550 years after 1990. Sorry, 30 years after 1990, and it gives you 550 for the population. 30 years after, which is, yes, in 2023 is predicted to be 30 in the year, no, the snow leopard population in this area is predicted to be 550 in the year 2020, no. The snow leopard population in this area is, this is the correct answer is D. So the answer is D. Oh, sorry, wait. Oh, 30 years, sorry. 30 years, so 2020, not 2023. 2030. The answer is C. For groups of 25 or more people, a museum charges $21 per person for the first 25 people and $14 for each additional person. Which function F gives the total charge in dollars for a tour group when with N people? So for the first 25, $21, and for each for each additional one, $14. Let's see. It should be if the people is more than N, more than 25. So the slope should be $14 plus the 21 times the 25. Will be 21 times 25, which gives you 525. This is the initial for the 25 people, 25% plus $14 for each additional one. So the answer should be B. Oh, wrong. Yes. Okay, so it will 21 times 25 people plus 14. Not times n minus 25. N minus 25. Yes, because if you get 25 people, it gives you the initial. If you get less than that, and we go on. Yes, you should put n minus 25. So the answer is A. What's the value of y when x is equal to 8? Only substitution. 5 times 8 plus 10 be 40 plus 10, which is 50. Cost of renting a carpet cleaner is $52 for the first day and $26 for each additional day, which the following function gives the cost. Okay, so $52 is the initial, $26 is the rate. So the answer should be B. Okay, what? Which addition? Oh, the same thing. Sorry, the same thing as the previous question. Cost of a renting cleaner is $52. This is the 52 initial. Let's write it. So this is the 52 initial dollars plus 26 for each additional day. Which of the following function gives D? We will not write it D like this. Why? Because if we said it says for the first day, it gives you 52. If we here substitute D with 1 day, the first day, it will not give you 52. It will give you 78, right? It will be 52 plus 26, which is 78. So you will write it as D minus 1. So the first day will give you 52. And then solve. So 52 plus 26 days minus 26 will be 26 days plus 52 minus 26, which is 26. So the answer is A. Let's continue. The table above shows the population of Idaho for the years 2000 and 2010. The relationship between which the link function shows it wants the function that represents the equation. So we'll find the slope and we'll find the y-intercept. Let's do it. The slope we said will be this minus this and this minus this. It will be 846 minus 862, which is minus 16 over 10. Should be minus 1.6 for the slope plus the uh, initial here is 862 862. But ask yourself, is the initial 862 or it is, let's see here. It says the initial here is 862. Then we have to do the thing that we always do, x minus 1. Okay, so the answer, sorry, 1 second. No, it will not be x minus 1. It will be t minus 2000 here. Yes, because we have here x for 2000. It will be t minus 2000. So the answer should be D. Wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong. Ah, ask yourself when t equals 0, what's the value of y? When x equals 0, what's the value of y? Here, when t is equal to 0, what will be the value of y? 862, right? When t is equal to 0 here, here 0, here 1, right? So the answer should be E. A linear function f gives a company profit in dollars for selling X items. The company's profit is $220 when it sells 8 items, and its profit is $320 when it sells 10 items. Which equation defines if? Once if, okay. So it gives you 2 points here and wants you to find the equation. $220 when it sells 8 items, and 10 for 10 items, it's $320. Let's get the two equations. Y will equal to 8m, sorry, not 8m. Y equal mx plus b, and substitute. With the first one, it will be 220 equals 8m plus b. This one, 220 equals 10m plus b. 10m plus b. Now we can multiply this by negative and add them together. This will give you 100. 20 will go to 200. This will give you 100. This will be 2m, and the b will go with each other. So m will give you 50. Now we have to substitute m in any one of them and get b. Let's do that. 320 minus 10 times 50. B will be negative 180. So the answer should be D. Oh, what is this? Oh, all programmed. Sorry, 1 second. Let's continue. When x equals 30, if x equals when x equals 0, if x equals 30, what's the value of b? Huh? Okay. So when if x 0, 30, so b should be 30. Easy question. The answer is D. What's the value of g of x? Okay, this is direct substitution. should be 8 times 10, 80 plus 8, so 88. Answer is D. The linear graph in the xy plane has a slope of 1 over 4 and pass through the point 0, 5. Which equation defines 0 and 5? Okay, so it gives you the slope and it gives you 1 point. From this, we can find the intercept. Let's find the intercept. 1 over 4 plus, it gives you already the y-intercept, which is 5, because the value of y when x is equal to 0. So this is the equation, 1 over 4x plus 5. Answer is A. Function gives the total number of people on a company street with X managers. What's the total street with 7 managers? Just substitute 7 times 7, 49, plus 1, which is 50. Which of the following is the graph of equation y equal to x minus 5? So here the slope is positive and the y-intercept is negative. Let's see. Here the y-intercept is positive, wrong. The y-intercept is negative and the slope is positive. No, the slope is negative here, wrong. Here the slope is positive and the y-intercept is positive, wrong. And this is correct. Look, the slope is positive. The line is going upward. When the line is going upward, the slope is positive, and the y-intercept is negative. So the answer should be D. Let's go to next. Alhamdulillah. Till here we finished. See you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.